Hello, in this video we will talk about the opportunities for farmers and international creditors to cooperate with the help of the crop receipts instrument. In Ukraine, there are over 40,000 farmers from different segments who face a shortage of working capital in their daily business. A lot of these farmers are professional medium-sized entities who understand the agricultural markets and can perform export contracts. With the right instruments to access reasonable on-time financing, these farmers can increase their yields and profits, invest in equipment and better technologies. Potential creditors, including non-residents and foreign companies, could also benefit from the long-term cooperation with Ukrainian farmers. Crop receipts is a simple and convenient opportunity. This instrument enables financing using future crop as collateral. Key features and benefits of crop receipts enable transparent cooperation between farmers and international partners. Let us take a closer look at the instrument. The concept of crop receipts started in Brazil 25 years ago as a solution to working capital financing when farmers lacked collateral for traditional loans. This situation is currently relevant in Ukraine. The International Finance Corporation, IFC World Bank Group, developed and implemented crop receipts in Ukraine in partnership with the Swiss Confederation. The project was supported by the Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Agricultural Policy and Food, and other partners from the public and private sectors. The project facilitates access to financing for small and medium farmers using the best practices learned from Brazil. Crop receipts are regulated by the corresponding law adopted in Ukraine in 2012. According to the law, crop receipt is an unconditional obligation of the farmer to pay or deliver commodity secured by the collateral of future crop grown on the specific land plots. Any private individual or legal entity which has a properly registered right to use land for agricultural production can issue a crop receipt. On the other side, anyone who is willing to finance a farmer can be a creditor, including non-resident legal entities or private individuals. In the slide, you can see the main features of the crop receipts instrument. Crop receipts are flexible and simple to issue. Also, they are printed on a special state notarial blank, notarized and registered in the crop receipt electronic register. Creditors can transfer, endorse crop receipts. Quick out-of-court enforcement procedure is also among the key features of the crop receipts. The procedure ensures creditors' rights protection by enabling creditors to seize collateral under a crop receipt in case of the farmer's default. Enforcement is transparent, quick, and prudent practice. These features are explained in detail in our other videos on crop receipts. If you haven't seen them, please consider doing so. There are two types of crop receipts, commodity and financial. The farmer and the creditor can choose which type to use depending on their needs and business model. The farmer's obligations under the commodity crop receipt is to deliver a fixed quantity of the single crop on the agreed terms. It is possible to specify the formula for conversion of crop's quantity depending on its quality. Under the financial crop receipt, farmer is obliged to pay according to the formula that accounts for the crop's quantity. Formula can A. Fix the amount at the date of the conclusion, B. Define future calculation of the amount based on price, exchange rate, or other. There are a couple of available business models of how to use crop receipts with a non-resident creditor. The models were developed in accordance to the most usual and widely spread cross-border cooperation in agriculture. Number 1. Export of agricultural products from Ukraine. Number 2. Import of goods to Ukraine. Number 3. International loan. Business model for traders. Number 1. How international commodity crop receipt can be used to secure the future crop delivery under a forward contract. Let's go through the step-by-step process of this business model. Step 1. The farmer and non-resident trader sign a forward contract and agree on the crop, its quantity, delivery basis, and other terms. Step 2. The farmer issues a commodity crop receipt for the quantity of a single crop as defined within forward contract terms. Crop receipt is issued in Ukrainian in the office of a local notary in Ukraine. On demand, the text of the crop receipt can be translated and the translation can be notarized. Step 3. The trader makes a prepayment on the terms defined in the forward contract. There are no limits for the amount of the prepayment. It is agreed by the farmer and trader. If the trader provides prepayment by several parts, it is recommended to issue separate crop receipt per each payment. After harvest, the farmer delivers crop according to the terms of the forward contract. Please note, the customs declaration for the commodity export is filled based on the forward contract. The crop receipt is used as an additional source of information. After crop delivery, when the obligations are settled, the trader returns the crop receipt to the farmer and makes a payment for final settlement of the contracted value of the crop. What happens if after harvest, farmer does not fulfill his obligations to deliver commodities? In case of farmer's default within the forward contract, the trader can use his right to initiate enforcement under the commodity crop receipt. After harvest, the creditor can transfer or endorse the crop receipt to the resident, local partner. The concept of endorsement is explained in detail in our video on crop receipts basics. With the crop receipt, the local partner initiates the quick out-of-court enforcement procedure by issuing a notarial writ. After the obligations are fully settled, local partner returns the crop receipt to the farmer. Couple of important points to consider for the crop receipt enforcement within this model. Crop receipt is transferred or endorsed to the local partner in the office of the local notary in Ukraine, based on the purchase contract for the crop receipt. The price of the crop receipt is set on the agreement of the trader and the local partner. The only point to consider is that the total value of purchased crop receipts by a local partner should not be more than 2 million euros annually, in accordance to the national bank limit for the currency operations of the legal entities. After crop receipt is endorsed to the local partner, he initiates out-of-court enforcement as per standard procedure for the commodity crop receipts. If you'd like to learn more about it, please check our video on crop receipt enforcement. After enforcement, the local partner chooses what to do with the seized crop, sell on the local market or export to the trader. Charge penalties within crop receipt, if any, via court by the local partner in Ukraine. Market-to-market difference and penalties under forward contract are enforced by the non-resident trader on CAFTA terms. Another business model for traders: international financial crop receipt to secure return of the prepayment provided under the forward contract. Again, let's go through the step-by-step process for this business model. Step 1. The farmer and non-resident trader sign a forward contract. Step 2. The farmer issues a crop receipt for the value equal to the expected prepayment from the trader under the forward contract. Crop receipts are issued in Ukrainian in the office of a local notary in Ukraine. On demand, the text of the crop receipt can be translated and the translation can be notarized. Step 3. The trader makes a prepayment on the terms defined in the forward contract. After harvest, Step 4. The farmer delivers crop within the terms specified in the forward contract. In case of default within the forward, the farmer returns the prepayment within the settlement of the financial crop receipt. Step 5. After crop delivery or payment, the trader returns crop receipt to the farmer. Then the trader makes the final payment to the farmer. Key points to consider when using this business model in practice are as following. Prepayment to the farmer and financial crop receipt. The financial crop receipt is issued for the value and in the currency of the prepayment. If prepayment is divided into parts, separate crop receipts should be issued for each payment. Crop delivery. Within the model, crop is delivered on the forward contract terms. In case of default within the forward contract, prepayment is considered as returnable financial aid and will be repaid within the terms of the financial crop receipt. The non-resident or his authorized representative sees this crop pledged by issuing a notarial writ and initiating enforcement. The bailiff sells the crop pledged, buys currency and transfers it to the trader non-resident. The procedure is defined by Ukrainian currency regulations. The market-to-market difference and penalties under the forward contract are enforced by trader on GAFTA terms. When using forward contract and crop receipt together, it is important to ensure that farmers' liabilities are not doubled. The text of the crop receipt and the contract should be harmonized. On the website of the Crop Receipt Register, you can find the recommended points to include for the harmonization. The farmer can get a prepayment from the non-resident under the forward contract with no special registration or licensing. Payment is transferred from the bank account of the non-resident abroad to the currency account of the farmer in any bank in Ukraine. On the other side, when the farmer pays creditor within the crop receipt, he has to provide to the Ukrainian bank the following documents: copy of the financial crop receipt, extract from the crop receipt register, contractual basis for the crop receipt, documentary evidence of the relevant contractual obligations fulfillment by the creditor, full or partial. Then, the bank will transfer the money to the bank account of the non-resident abroad. For this kind of operations, there is no annual limit set by the National Bank and no interest rate maximum limit. The next business model for the international crop receipts can be used by the non-resident suppliers to secure farmers' payment within an import contract. This is applicable when foreign supplier sells on credit to the Ukrainian farmer any goods, seeds, crop protection, fertilizers, equipment and machinery, or other. Again, let's go through the process step by step. Step 1. The farmer and foreign input supplier sign supply contract. Step 2. The farmer issues a financial crop receipt to the foreign input supplier. Crop receipts are issued in Ukrainian in the office of a local notary in Ukraine, on the demand that translation can be notarized. Step 3. The input supplier delivers, imports, goods to the farmer. After harvest, Step 4. The farmer pays for goods imported by transferring money to the supplier's bank account abroad. Step 5. The foreign supplier returns crop receipt to the farmer. Please consider the following important points. Within this business model, goods are imported to Ukraine under the supply contract. The farmer issues a crop receipt in addition to the contract. When using supply contract and the crop receipt together, it is important to ensure that farmers' liabilities are not doubled. The text of the crop receipt and the contract should be harmonized, and the corresponding recommended points to include into the crop receipt and the contract can be found on the website of the Crop Receipt Register. The financial crop receipt is issued to the non-resident in foreign currency and for the import contract value. In case you agree on several parties of goods to be delivered within a schedule, it is recommended to secure the payment obligation for each party by issuing separate crop receipt. In case of the farmer's default, enforcement is initiated on issuance of the notarial writ on the crop receipt. The bailiff arrests and seizes the crop pledged, sells it and pays to the non-resident to settle the obligation under the crop receipt. Goods are delivered to the Ukrainian farmer based on the signed import-supply contract and customs declaration. On the other side, farmer's payment within the crop receipt is transferred to the non-resident's bank account based on the following documents: copy of the financial crop receipt, extract from the crop receipt register, contractual basis for the crop receipt, documentary evidence of the relevant contractual obligations fulfillment by the creditor, full or partial. For this kind of operations, there is no annual limit set by the National Bank and no interest rate maximum limit. The next business model can be used by non-resident financial institutions or private investors. The model outlines how to use the international financial crop receipt to secure loan repayment. First step in the model is the farmer and the foreign creditor sign a loan agreement. Step 2. The farmer issues a financial crop receipt to the international creditor. Crop receipt is issued in Ukrainian in the office of a local notary in Ukraine. On demand, the translation can be notarized. Step 3. The foreign creditor provides a loan to the farmer. A loan is provided within the loan agreement. The farmer issues a crop receipt additionally. Harmonize the crop receipt and the loan agreement to avoid doubling of the farmer's liability. The financial crop receipt is issued to the non-resident in the currency of the loan and for the same value. Recommendation: in case loan is provided in several parts, issue separate crop receipts to secure the repayment of each part. After harvest, the farmer repays the loan. After this, the foreign creditor returns the crop receipt to the farmer. There is a clear procedure for foreign currency purchase and transfer to the non-resident account to settle the obligations within the crop receipt. The farmer acts as a non-resident creditor's tax agent and pays withholding tax on the loan interest on the behalf of the creditor. Tax rate is 15% if other is not specified in the Double Taxation Convention. Tax is paid before the repayment of the loan to the creditor. The farmer can get a payment from the non-resident under the loan agreement with no special registration or licensing. Payment is transferred from the bank account of the non-resident abroad to the currency account of the farmer in any bank in Ukraine. On the other side, when the farmer pays creditor within the crop receipt, he has to provide to the Ukrainian bank the following documents: copy of the financial crop receipt, extract from the crop receipt register, contractual basis for the crop receipt, documentary evidence of the relevant contractual obligations fulfillment by the creditor, full or partial. The bank can also request a statement on the farmer's payment of the withholding tax. Then, the bank will transfer the money to the bank account of the non-resident abroad. In case of farmer's default, enforcement is initiated on issuance of the notarial writ on the crop receipt. The bailiff arrests and seizes the crop pledged, sells it and pays to the non-resident to settle the obligation under the crop receipt. Thank you for watching this video. Please visit the Crop Receipts Register website at agroregisters.com.ua to get more information on crop receipts. Also, keep in touch and follow us on Facebook at AgroRegisters.